Okay, so I didn't expect to be recording this again so quick, but um, I wanted to share what I was sort of poking around with. Uh, so, um, Box2D or LibGDX comes with this thing called Box2D Lights, and it's really simple. So it's a lighting system that uses physics, and it's really it's really simple to use. So what I have so far is just like you just in my main module, I'm newing up a new ray handler, which handles all the lights um, that are generated by the game. Um, which handles all. I mean, like so each light sort of I guess it like emanates rays, and so it doesn't just sort of magically light everything. It sort of sends out rays and it lights wherever the rays hit. And then in game initializer, I call create lighting, and it injects another class, array handler, and I create a single directional light. It's pointing straight down, so like 0 is to the right, and then 90 is up. So then 180 from that is 270. And um, this directional light, it's the ray handler plus the number of rays. I started out with 3, but it looked terrible. Negative 90 is straight up. Maybe I have it backwards. Anyway. And then I also used solid green. And it was really funny, so I wanted to share. So, A is really, really bright and very green. It's like your radioactive sun is going supernova. B, I myself am casting a shadow, the player, which is sort of funny, but it's actually not really what I want. But I was noticing when I was just sort of wandering through the source code that if you look at raycast handler, ray handler, there's a set static. Oh no, it's not on the ray handler; it's on the light. That's right. If you look on the light, there's set static light, and this it's really again I don't like this name. It doesn't make the light static. It means the light only affects static objects. It says static lights are useful for lights that you want to collide with static geometry, which we do, but ignore all the dynamic objects like the player. So okay, so another thing, we look at the defaults. By default, static light is false. Soft is true. It's already. I'm just curious what. So I mean, I guess it's sort of soft. It looks sort of fuzzy and glowy. I'm sort of curious what the hard light looks like. So I think this makes sense for a directional light because the sun is not a point source. It casts fuzzy shadows. But I don't know. I'm just playing around here. So if we say soft, there's a lot of interesting flags here. It's just we'll have to play around with it at some point. So I've set soft to false. Let's see how non-soft it is. Okay, that's silly. I think what makes it non-soft is like it lights like the top 3 pixels of the terrain, but like previously it was actually light. This is like a single layer of a single layer of tiles, and previously you could actually see underneath the tiles through the light, and now you really can't do that. So that I think I think this makes sense for like if you're in the game and you have like an indoor room that has like a fluorescent light or something. Just as like sort of supplementary lights, I think that makes sense. But I think for a directional light, I think this is probably better. Okay, so let's try static. Actually, I can remove that. Is static light equals true? And well, that wasn't exactly what I wanted. That's really weird. Oh, bugs are fun. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is make this less insane, less green. So if we just do white, it's just as right. It's just white instead. I mean, I don't know. Like light is actually pretty just straight white, I think. Or maybe it's like very slightly yellow. It's not actually like a yellow light being cast everywhere. I don't actually know how to make this less intense. So color does have an alpha value. So I wonder. I can pass in color on white to make a copy because everything is mutable. Because everything is mutable, I can just modify the global white color, and that would be bad. So if I make a copy, yeah, if I make a copy, I can set the alpha to something really low so it's obvious. Let's see what happens when I do that. Okay, so now it's just dark. I mean, really, okay, I'm gonna need to do some more research on this. Really, I want there to be some level, like, I think I want there to be some level of ambient light, or, well, what if I just keep adjusting this? That's a little bit better. Maybe just one is just too bright. It seems very exponential. Plus, I guess you can still see the background just fine. But it also like it sort of like saturates everything. Like I want the ground to actually look. I don't want it to look white. I want it to look green. Anyway, I just thought the radioactive supernova was funny. So I'm. This isn't super important. I'm not going to try to get it perfect, but I want to get rid of that spike in the middle for one, because that's going to bother me. Like it's there because that's where the player is, but the player still isn't dynamic. I don't know why. I need to force it to redraw or something. Anywho, I'm gonna keep fiddling with it, and after I finish getting it working, I'll maybe talk about it.